This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. Green Bay Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Ducks will kick this away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. Big tackle at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I remember the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Gets the running back in the flat. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
1st down. We're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on foot.
End zone ahead, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Ducks offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Ducks will have to kick it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They'll feed the back again. He finds some space. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's ETN. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Huskers keep the football on the move. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try the ground game here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And the tailback's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down.
Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Nebraska. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And it's hauled in to the tight end and a corner route. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The pass rush closing in. On the move now. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. He's going to hand this off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Takes a quick catch. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Screen to the wide receiver. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Catch made on the left side. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Powering through the defender. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Dump off caught by the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Keeping it on the ground here.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Cornhuskers are on the move here.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another 1st down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
He flips it to the back across the middle.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what he was able to do.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
I didn't even hear it. I can take him.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Let me call another timeout.
Delay of game. They don't get the snap off in time. The Huskers will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Terry. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught near the sideline. It's Terry.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch is made down the middle. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. It's a quick grab. That game moves the ball to the 17, first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. Timeout taken by the offense. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field, hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Now it's second down here.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense. The Ducks will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Grab near the sticks. It's Etienne. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they delivered.
The shotgun running play call. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Isaac. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Can he get there on the ground? Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
No, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Physical run, earns the first down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Looking to throw it on first down. Short pass, finds the tight end. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Finds his target, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. QB bootlegs here. Bought some time, now lets it go. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Here's the 2nd down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Gonna run it. It's Terry. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Ducks, as they put 6 more on the board. Delivers the touchdown, but gets hammered. You talk about toughness at the quarterback position, Kirk. That was it.
How about the defender who hit the quarterback? How frustrated this guy's got to be. If he's there just a split second earlier, he could have come up with a sack that would have prevented that touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. Temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Chewing clock with the running game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Testing the right side here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Nowhere to run up the middle. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Second down after that previous play. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, 1st down at the 34. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go, still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense has the ball first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being snapped. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Now the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Quarterback on the keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll give it to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground, finding an escape route. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder. On third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Sends it downfield. He's got it at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're testing the right side here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Power football with the run. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try.
Let's get this.
Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. The give to the tailback. Fights off the defender. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. It's Etienne. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Finds his man in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Makes the grab. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. And they didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's caught. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Etienne. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to swing it on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Creates a little room. Turning it on. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Completes it in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Illinois lining up quickly. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch. Ball, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Waking up again.
For the score, touchdown, Fighting Illini. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. on the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Nebraska! They take the lead with the 6.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Illinois right back to the line. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots.
Catch inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Terrible. It was just ball out.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're going to run it to the right. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score.
He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Touchdown, Illini! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between This has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Now on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down will open up the final period. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they
scores on the sneak. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Illinois lining up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Defense looks like they're coming. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Desperately wanted to come. Fourth down, but couldn't do it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be third and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score we did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they'll take a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.